Some of us take the long road back to ourselves and self-discovery and self-love. Don't be mad about it though. This video is for someone. I thought about this morning in my meditation and decided that I needed to share this with a few ladies. Welcome, my name is Eva. Welcome to Embodiment is Everything, a place where women come together and do real inner work to change the internal compass and the energy that is radiating through our bodies to a higher vibration that we can evolve our soul and feel like we are on our way to our a real truth, a real blueprint based on who we are and how we came into the world. I'll give you a little bit of my story for these people who need this today. I grew up in a very small town, and like people in small towns, you learn based on the community, you learn what you can, but when I moved to larger cities, I realized that there are things in my life that I really needed some extra development with. I was underdeveloped in many ways, psychologically, emotionally, intellectually too. And I had no idea that I had this heavy, heavy baggage that was from my childhood. And I was trying to navigate the world and get out there and do things great. But I always felt like I came back to the same place over and over and over again in this very heavy energy, and I could not understand why. Ladies, sometimes your emotions are giving you information, but if you are allowing yourself to be numb and constantly shutting out feelings, you never get to evolve your soul. I was working in a big city, so I was going very fast. And when you're going very fast, you have a few things on your mind. You have hustle, you have making money, and you have succeeding based on what the world says and how you should succeed. I went about it a long roundabout way coming back home to my body. When I look back over my life now, I realize that the fundamentals that I needed to thrive as a woman, no one could really give them to me. No one can really give them to me because no one really knew what those were themselves. So I took the long road to my place of coming back home in my body and discovering myself and embodying in this beautiful divine energy of love, of femininity that is perfect for me today. So I'm going to tell you how I went from PTSD to post-traumatic growth and success, because those two worlds are far away from each other. PTSD is, for me, was this constant struggle with suffering, and I just felt like I just couldn't get out of this loop, this mental loop. But I realized it was from my upbringing. I was very fearful as a child. I felt like I wasn't secure. I felt like I was always unstable. So from that place, that was my foundation. So I was living life from that place. Ladies, the person who needs this, if your foundation is shaky and you are on shaky grounds, you will continue to be on shaky grounds until you come to terms with there's something off. Shame is a beautiful thing if you can look at it as golden lessons. I used to think that shame was, oh my God, if I had shame, then maybe I'm not like, who I think I am. But shame also is a part of my life, a part of me becoming who I am today. So that shame of childhood kind of ventured into my life and followed me along the way. It will continue to follow you, ladies, until you sit down and say, what the hell is going on? Why do I keep getting into these cycles? Why do I feel like I'm not going forward? Why do I feel like I'm going forward, but then I fall back into old programs? You could be having a little bit of something going on. Now, granted, my PTSD was pretty mild compared to many people. I felt very fearful. I felt like I couldn't feel like a woman in my body. I felt like I could never live life the way that I wanted to. I didn't feel like I could be me and be open about being me. And I felt like I had to hide parts of me. But those parts that I was trying to hide were the parts that made me divine and amazing. I was reading a book one day and it's called Super Better, and such a good book. I recommend people getting it. But, I thought about the title. I said, when people ask, how are you doing? Or if you're not feeling well, they said, hope you feel better. But I want to do more than feel better. I want to be super amazing, super better, super fantastic, super successful. All of those words with super. So, ladies, your shame, your disconnect from your truth of who you are is where the beauty is of your life. Don't be afraid of going there. So, let me tell you how I went there and what I had to do to really open myself up like this beautiful flower based on my childhood, my past, all of those beautiful mistakes, and to see what it could do for me to make me more golden and amazing in this day. And I continue to be, and I continue to align to my own timeline. But what I did, ladies, was I said, okay, I started to unravel the emotions. I wanted to know what it felt like to be free. And in order to be free, I had to come to terms with who I was and who I had been and who I was going to be. In the beginning, it's scary because you're like, oh my God, I'm not perfect. And that's okay. That is okay to not be perfect because you show me a person who says that they're perfect and I'll show you a liar. Okay. So let's start there. So I had to look at, okay, so I have this fear about showing up in the world as myself. I had a fear of being the Eva that was so true to me. I had a fear of loving how I wanted to love. I had a fear of speaking my truth. And once I let go of the fear in that way and really align and embody who I was becoming based on my soul's blueprint, everything changed, ladies. So the lady who is, or the ladies who's needing this message and is needing some coaching around this, your shame is golden. Don't be afraid to go there. When I really started to look at shame, was during COVID time. And I sat down and it was like going to war with my brain. Your thoughts want to keep you safe. They want to remind you that stepping out of the comfort zone is very scary. But you know what is scary? Constantly regurgitating those same thoughts over and over and over again and expecting a different outcome. You can't have a different outcome with the same type of thinking. I think it was Einstein who said that. So I took those thoughts and I said, okay, so if I have these thoughts that are not aligned to who I want to be and who I was becoming, then I need to change thoughts. I need to change thoughts. Then I must need an overhaul. So that's what I did. It was the most heart-wrenching, difficult, amazing, breathtaking, captivating, held tight, feeling amazing moments that I've ever taken. And I allowed myself to kick and scream. And what I mean by that is to cry and to rebirth and to regurgitate all of those things that was holding me back. And it was a renewing experience, ladies. So give yourself an opportunity to sit in shame, to sit in the unknown, to connect with the divine, to connect with this divine energy that is in running through all of us. But here's what you will not do. You will not blame anyone. You will not blame your childhood. You will not blame your mistakes. You will not blame people. You will take accountability for your own self. You will take accountability for your own self. And when you do that, you put yourself in a whole different realm of thinking because we love to point fingers. We love to say, oh my God, my childhood was this. Oh my God, this person did this to me. Everything happens for you to have an amazing life. If you can just see it as a beautiful experience. For you, ladies, the people who need to hear this today, your shame is golden. Your life is golden. Your past is golden. If you tap into the divine feminine, and the divine feminine is that energetic connection that connects to all that is, that connects to oneness, that is connected, that keeps you safe and grounded if you allow it. Once I started to allow it, everything changed. I felt so vibrant. I felt so home in my body. Ladies, home feels natural. Home feels normal. Home is not a struggle. Home is knowing that you are good enough, knowing that you are worthy of the most amazing experiences of the most amazing life that you can create and co-create for yourself. Let's backtrack that you can co-create for yourself, because doing it yourself, you're missing out on some amazing experiences when you think that you can do it yourself. You cannot do it all by yourself. Someone told me one time, and I'm going to share this with you, the moment between the actual impulse and the action, there is sacred space. That sacred space is very important for you, ladies. It's important for you to connect to that sacred space so that you can make decisions that are based on the divine feminine. The divine feminine keeps you aligned, keeps you embodied, keeps you focused, keeps you connected. When you connect to the divine, you don't have to worry about anything. See, our problem is we're giving our power over to other things, to other people, to other experiences that isn't aligned to us, to you. So you have to take the time to find out who you are as a person and to look at all of you, the totality of you, and see it all as beautiful. For a long time, I didn't see my life as beautiful. I was like, oh my God, I made all these mistakes, but those mistakes got me here. Those mistakes helped me to teach you how to be aligned to your beautiful life based on your soul's blueprint. If I didn't have those mistakes, I can tell you anything. I understand how you hurt and why you hurt. I understand why you're afraid. I understand what makes you uncomfortable because I am you. I'm a part of you. I'm connected to everything that is. I used to think that I was separate, but if I am low vibrating, I'm low vibrating for the sisterhood. So I've decided to help women just like you, to help women to raise their vibration because we're beautiful. We're beautiful, all of it, all of it. Our craziness, our sweetness, our bitchiness, our connection, the sway of our hips, the curves of our bodies, our eyes, our everything, our love, the beautiful divine energy that comes through us. We have forgotten. We've just lost our way. That's it. My life is dedicated to women, so that we can be better vessels in the world. And for the ladies who need to hear this, your life is important. I have work to do, you have work to do. On that note, the ladies that I'm speaking to who really need to hear this message, I have some individual coaching packages going on where we are going deep. We are looking at who you intend to be, and we're looking at what you are currently embodying, and we're changing the energy around you. Connect with me. The information is in the description box. I am ready for you. All of these experiences, these lessons I have gone through are perfect for where you are today. You don't have to be shamed and shy around me because I feel you. I feel your pain. I feel your confusion. I feel that you need to be guided in a certain way on a spiritual level where you are in an energy and embodied in no nonsense and embodied in this loving energy around you. I'm speaking to the ladies who really need this today. I'm here. I'm ready. On that note, that is all for today. May your day be beautiful, and I look forward to chatting with you soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Be well. Bye.